What is a pattern? The world of repeating motifs. We can find patterns all around us. When we step on evenly spaced paving stones, our feet seem to know where to go next. Bathroom tiles often look neat and orderly. When we look at a butterfly, our eyes quickly find the center line on its wings. All of these are moments we notice a pattern. Simply put, a pattern is something in which a shape or a movement repeats by following a rule. The same shape may continue at regular intervals. The left and right sides may match like a mirror, or the same thing may return again as time passes. Days return, seasons change, and the start of a new year is also part of a repeating cycle. In many things that feel familiar to us, we can see signs of repetition. We humans are not good at finding patterns just because we enjoy them. This skill helped us survive. Long ago, people used patterns from their experiences to tell predators from poisonous plants, to guess the weather by looking at the clouds, and to find their way by watching the stars. Patterns are not only found in motifs, they are also hidden in numbers, actions, language, and how our society works. How does our brain find these patterns? Our brain immediately compares information from our five senses with what we already remember. While noticing similarities, differences, and relationships, we group them by thinking, this belongs together. In the end, our brain turns the world into something organized. We do not leave disorder as it is, we turn it into something we can understand. This is pattern recognition. Mathematics is the study that allows us to practice pattern recognition most clearly. The decimal system, addition and subtraction, the properties of figures, and solving equations are all examples of this. Even though they look different, they are all ways of finding rules and putting them in order. That is why mathematics is sometimes called a language of patterns. If we want to better understand the patterns hidden in nature, we need this language. When we can see patterns, we can make better guesses about what will happen next. Finding patterns in what happened in the past gives us clues about where things may be going. Even problems that seem complicated often repeat a few simple structures. In nature and in everyday life, finding meaningful structure in complex situations is called thinking in patterns. But there is one thing to remember. Sometimes the patterns we find do not seem to work. This is not because the pattern is wrong, but because we used it in the wrong situation. Consider the story about moon exploration. Researchers tried to make a light bulb for the outside of a spacecraft, but the glass kept breaking from the shock of landing. When they couldn't find a solution, they asked a Russian scientist for advice and received an unexpected answer: use light bulbs without glass. There is no air on the moon, so the filament doesn't burn. There was no need to surround the light bulb with glass to create a vacuum inside. It seemed like a problem with the light bulb, but the real issue was understanding the conditions first. A well-known way to find solutions by turning problems into patterns is called TRIZ. TRIZ is a creative problem-solving method developed by the Russian engineer Genrich Altschuler. After analyzing thousands of patents, he discovered that many inventions that looked very different were based on the same repeating ideas. He organized these ideas into 40 invention patterns, and they are still used in many fields. For example, an ultrasonic washing machine that was once popular in Japan used tiny vibrations and changes in water pressure to remove dirt. This idea is like using electricity to clean and purify pool water without chemicals, and then applying that same principle to other devices. Even if things look different, the same operational principle can be used in many places. A similar principle can be seen in how a problem was solved on a car carrier ship. Whenever waves hit, seawater spilled onto the deck and caused the cars to rust. In one case, people made holes in the deck so the water could drain away. As the water collected below, the center of gravity lowered, making the ship more stable. It didn't only fix the problem, it changed the balance of the whole system. Patterns are a window into how the world works. Some people look for an answer as soon as they see a problem. Others first look for a repeating structure. They search for where the pattern doesn't fit. We often find the answer when we find out where the pattern doesn't fit.